And thank you to Desert Financial Credit Union for sponsoring our KRIM Community Spotlight program. Yes, it's that time of the day, 10 o'clock. Hope you're having a great morning, everyone, and a beautiful day out there. Another beautiful day. We're just so blessed up here in Rim Country with our beautiful weather, and I hope you're able to enjoy it, get out there a little bit. Well, we are going to be talking about another event that is taking place this Friday, September 30th, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the Payson Public Library. And in the studio to tell us more about this event is Manette Hart, a member of our Rim Country Artists. Good morning, Manette.
Good morning, Chris.
How are you doing this morning?
Oh, great. I love it. This weather.
You love this. You love this weather, and you love art.
Yes.
You love events. You love doing things.
Yeah.
You are very, very active in the community. Have
Yeah.
been for a very long time, and this is a first annual event
Yep.
for artists on the Rim. So it's very exciting. So tell us a little bit about Canapes and Cannabis.
Well, PAL,
Mhm.
Payson Art League, we've now changed the name to Rim Country Artists, and we have expanded our membership in the sense of people think of art, they think of paintings.
Mm-hmm.
We have musicians, we have writers, we have Pinky the tattoo artist, cake decorators. So art is art.
Yes.
And so instead of doing some of the things that we used to do, we decided we'd start this autumn show. And it was juried, and we put a lot of work into it, like everybody does. And we're really excited about it. On Friday night, we're going to have the Canapes, gourmet canapes, and we're going to have some wine tasting, and we're going to have music. And then, of course, Saturday from 10 to 4, it's free. And Empty Bowls has joined us. So they're part of us now. So the Empty Bowls is involved, and we've been at the farmer's market the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And all the money from Empty Bowls goes 100% to the food banks here, 100%. The artists donate the bowls. Mackey's donates, Culver's donates to it, so you get a little ticket in your bowl that says you get something, and they're $20 now. And what we found at the farmers market is a lot of people gave us more than $20.
Yes.
Because empty bowls have become pretty popular.
Oh, yes.
But they needed some help getting it promoted and run, and they're members of the Art League, or Rim Country Artists. So this will be fun. It'll be something different. We hope to do it every year. And expand on it, and show some different kinds of art and different kinds of music and things at it. And we do have Rim Country Artists meets the second Tuesday of every month. It's an open meeting. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to be an artist. We have great presenters. Elizabeth Fowler is getting our presenters, and we've had from Buckshot Dot to all kinds of different things. And the attendance has grown. It's grown, the interest has grown. So we're kind of trying to add to maybe our festival life up here with something that's good. Rim Country Artists gives a percentage of every event and every sale to students. And we promote students. I think we have like 18 emerging artists. Now the emerging artist is a little different than students, because an emerging artist could be 80. Okay, so we change it from actually student artists, but the students are the ones that get the money, so we give them supplies for art, we mentor them, we help them. We're starting to raise funds. We hope to find a building, build a building, be given a building, whatever, for an art center, a cultural center, where not only the artists could show arts, but we could do classes, and have plays, and listen to music, and open up Rim Country to this, and get some good people coming up, and have a good time at the same time.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would really be amazing. So this Friday, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Payson Public Library is the Canapes and Cannabis, the celebration of art. So there'll be hors d'oeuvres, wine, live music, and lots of art. And then is there an art show and sale the next day as
Yes,
well?
and that's free, so there's no canapes or wine.
Uh-huh.
And we're also going to have on Friday night exhibitors, so we'll
Okay.
have David Sanchez doing pottery, and he is phenomenal. And Christy from Backstreet Salon will be doing pottery. And in fact, my son will be there, and he's a digital artist.
Oh, wow.
So you'll get to see a handful of people do some work, create their work, and answer questions about it and everything. So, and it's amazing. We have so many artists here in Rim Country. It's unbelievable. I don't think people realize how many we do. And people who don't think they're artists because they've never sold or they've never been in a show. So you don't have to have an art degree to be an artist or a creator.
No,
Yeah.
it's true. And I know David was out at the last,
Yes.
what is it, Barley and
Barley and
Vines.
Vines.
And the pictures and the video, what he was doing, that was amazing out there.
To watch him, it's just amazing to watch David. And he's such a, I hate to use the word lovely for a man, but he's just a lovely person. He's funny, he's talented, he's committed. And he built I think the thing he built that night was like 5-6 foot tall.
Yes.
And quite a crowd watching, you know, and a lot of that crowd was interested in what we're doing now. So so we've gotten interest from other towns to cooperate with them in different things, and we're really excited about this, you know, and we do work hard. And it's not just me. I happen to be president of RCA right now, but we have so many people who are involved in other nonprofits too. Sarah Linke, Barb Zarinsky, Elizabeth Fowler. I mean, I know I will. There'll be a name I forget, and
Yes.
I'll be Sue McIntyre and Mimi Rogers, who's now based here and in Sedona. Jerome.
Yeah,
you
I know. Yeah.
I love when somebody would make a mistake and include Payson in that Jerome Sedona thing. But so we've got some very accomplished artists and some people willing to learn, and we do have a lot of fun. I mean, it's a lot of work, but we do have a lot. And our sponsors, our local sponsors, have been phenomenal. And again, there's so many names from Lyman Beef to Joe Klein and the Dairy, and you know, MHA. I mean, just go on and on and on with the sponsors who have been so generous and want to see us succeed and are willing to help. So this is our first event where we're going to put a little bit of our money away after we pay for everything and start our building fund for a arts cultural center that would be open for everybody to, you know, like I said, classes of plays and book readings and poetries and dancing and you name it, you know.
So for people to get more information about the event and tickets, can they do that online?
Yes.
Okay, and the website is paysonartist.org?
Yep.
Okay.
And you can pay for it online, you can get it online. If you pay for it online, we'll have a will call at our ticket booth on Friday night so you can pick up your tickets.
Okay.
They could also give me a call. I'm driving around with tickets in my van, so.
Okay. And what's your number?
It's 928-978-1119. And so it's exciting. We're excited. And I can't tell you how excited we are. And the help even from KRIM here and you, Chris, that have, and the town. And it's just real heartwarming. You know, I've been here a long time, been involved in Main Street for a long time, and fought a lot of battles, but I can't beat the people we've got here. You just can't.
Amen.
You know.
It's so true.
It's so true.
It's so
God
true.
bless them all, you know.
And I would encourage everyone to also follow Rim Country Artists on Facebook.
Yes.
Because on your Facebook page, that's where I've seen different videos of the artists and David and what he was doing at Barley and Vines. But a lot of information about what Rim Country Artists is doing, the events, how you can get involved. And like you said, there are so many people it's incredible how many artists there are here.
And it's incredible how many people and members we've gotten who aren't really artists, but just want to be involved in helping or the arts. So we have a lot of fun, and that's a big point of the whole thing. You have to enjoy, you have to love what you're doing, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And boy, we sure do.
Yes, if you don't, that's I would think it'd be hard when you're creating art, and whatever form of art that is, as you shared, it's really opened up and is much broader than it used to be, the organization.
Yes.
But when you're creating that art, you feel so good.
Yes.
Because it's, you're creating something, you're making something.
And working with other artists elevates your art and their art, and I think just how you feel. And I think it's important. I mean, if I just think of all the artists we've got going around town smiling, being friendly, even if they don't say anything about art, it's good for the town because they're happy people.
Oh, yes.
Happy people.
Yes. So now Rim Country Artists also involved with murals around town, and I know you were involved with some of those, right?
Yep. Basically, Elizabeth Fowler and we did on Gordon Whiting's building, we did the Sawmill, we did the ERA building, we did the American Gulch Apple Order. Now, the American Gulch one, we had a lot of help, a lot of help. We did one, oh my gosh, where else? We did one on the Flower Street on Main Street. We did one at the old Sesame Inn before it was, when Kevin bought it, and I can't remember what he called
Mandarin
it.
House. And
The old Mandarin House.
Yeah,
and there's
Asian fusion.
Yes, there's a huge red dragon. It's hard to see because, they sit down in. And we're going to be doing one on Common Grounds.
Oh, okay.
And we're doing one for a man, I won't say his name, but he used to be a big wig in Safeway. And he wants a mural on his big red barn. So a lot of them are private. We've done a lot of inside ones, garden ones, and we're going to start involving all the artists in them that want to participate. And not only developing, but especially, like Liz did one for the town down at the Parks and Rec building, and she involved kids.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, so if we get them involved in the whole process, so they know the whole process from the designing to the finish and the cleanup and all the work, and Liz and I have a lot of fun doing this. And we did one, we finished one this summer at the library, Julia Randall.
Okay.
So I got to drive a scissor lift in the library.
Oh boy.
So I'm the official scissor lift driver.
Yeah.
So we have fun with that, and it's again it's a lot of work, but when you love what you're doing, it's not quite so bad,
On that's right, the Payson Parks and Recreation Building, it's the large Adventure Where We Live logo. That is on the side of the building.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And then the Sawmill mural that you first mentioned, that is an incredible mural. It looks so cool on the side of the building.
That was, Gordon Whiting has just been super to me and the town.
Yes.
And so I can't say enough about Gordon and how he helps. He's just phenomenal. And that was an engineering feat too, because that was a totally precise replica of a photograph.
Yes.
And so there was a lot of work that wasn't the fun work, little line snapping and measuring, but Gordon was very helpful with that, and so was George out at Payson Rental in Star Valley.
George Binney.
Yeah, George Binney.
Yeah.
They, Gordon and he both, and the town, partnered, the three of them, and paid for the scissor lift, because we did this we volunteered to do. This wasn't a paid one, and just like the apple orchard.
Yes.
Other ones, of course, we were paid for. So it was great that the three of them did that. I mean, this is what brings the community together, too. And it was fun. I mean, people go by and honk, and we were doing the ERA building was during COVID. And if I've got the figures right, our tourism went up 33% during that time.
Yes.
And people, I mean, it probably took us 2 days longer because we had so many people stop and talk to us and everything. and it was great, you know,
Uh-huh.
it was great working with ERA and everybody around, and it was just so much fun. It was
Mhm.
just, and you really get to talk to people, you talk to all kinds of people, so
Mhm.
you really find out about the town and how they feel about it. So we think we can congratulate them if they feel good, and maybe make them feel better about the town if they think a little differently about the town. You know?
No. Yeah, it's and it's great having those murals, having art
Yes.
on display
Yes.
in the town instead of just a blank wall.
Yeah, well, and we're working on that. We're also going to be working on some street art,
Okay.
one project at a time,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll probably start with Main Street on that. That's on. I mean, I don't know how I had time to raise 4 kids and work, because since I retired,
Yeah.
it's an everyday thing.
You're nonstop. You're on the go.
Oh, but we love it. We all love it, and you know, and we've got, you know, like Sarah, who teaches at the college and has 2
Mhm.
boys, and has her own art business, is active, and Liz, who has the murals with me and other commissions she does. So we are we are serious.
Mhm.
We are serious about bringing art and love and whatever you might want to call it. It may sound corny, but to Payson,
Mm-hmm.
because we love it here.
When you mentioned crosswalks, I believe Sarah
Oh, yeah.
she was one of the people that was
Yeah.
involved with the crosswalk there on Westerly.
Westerly, and then
Westerly.
we got an AARP grant, and
Uh-huh.
we did the one there at Main Street and McLean,
Okay.
right by where Deuces is, where I used to have my art
Mhm.
gallery. And so that was a collaborative thing with a lot of
Mhm.
artists, and we had kids stop by and do things, and
Yes.
so there's a possibility of doing more of those. You know,
Mhm.
we'd like to do some that, I'm sure everybody's seen the chalk art and different things where
Yeah.
it looks like you're gonna step off into a
Oh,
canyon
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
We'd like to do ones a little more noticeable like that, you know, and involve the story of Payson and the history of Payson, but also involve some of the new things. So a little more color and a little more that kind of stuff. The history's important, but the history we're making now is important too.
Mhm.
And so, we try to video all these things, and maybe someday we'll put together a nice scrapbook and publish it about just the things that art has accomplished in town,
Mhm.
you know, and what it's done to help people who, I mean, we have some people that come who have nothing else and they're lonely.
Mhm.
And then they walk into the library conference room and they got a whole family waiting for them.
Mhm.
So we've seen a lot of friendships forged, and it's just been great.
Mhm.
Couldn't ask for more.
And I have to point out with Rim Country Empty
Yeah.
Bowls, I saw Elsa last night.
Oh, yeah.
And a wonderful lady.
Oh, she is.
And I have one I bought at the farmer's market.
Yeah,
And I love how, you have all these bowls and they encourage you to hold them, pick them up,
yes.
and pick the one that feels right to you,
Yeah.
that feels good in your hand,
Yeah.
holding, and you like how it looks, and all of it, and depending on what you're going to use it for,
Yep.
cereal, soup, oatmeal, salads, whatever, that, it maybe is better suited for that. And my son Noah, he said, "Oh, that's my favorite bowl. I love that bowl."
Good.
I say, "Wait, that's my bowl.
That's mine.
We need to get you a bowl because that's my Rim Country, the empty bowl."
Yeah.
And,
And all those artists that do the bowls, that's all donated.
Mhm.
They don't get paid for that. They give
Mhm.
out of their heart, and so we've got quite a few bowls. We really sold a lot of bowls at the farmers market.
Mhm.
One day we got to have Sarah come and try her chili,
Mhm.
and so we gave away a little scoop of chili, and people loved it. And so there'll be no chili in the bowls on
Mhm.
Friday night or Saturday, but there will be coupons for things, and that's thanks to Mackey's and Culver's.
Oh, that's
And
great.
so it's just great. I just couldn't think of living
Mhm.
anywhere else where things could be better, and
Mhm.
we're going to try and make them better. I mean,
Mhm.
and I see that happening with the town and all the
Mhm.
organizations, and I think that brings life to the people that live here. I think they want that. I think
Mhm.
I do.
Yes.
I like. I mean, it's almost there's so many things, and we hope to have more where you have to kind of plan it and write it down, you
Mhm.
know, and that's great.
I
And the
know.
empty bowls is so important because the food banks are really low.
Mhm.
They're very low. And so this is important
Mhm.
for people who, you know, and a lot of people that are in trouble like that, they're not bad.
Mhm.
They're not all druggies or any, you know,
Mhm.
they're people that have worked and the economy and then COVID who
They're
have
struggling
gotten
right now.
lost and they're
Yeah.
struggling.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I'll tell you, nothing feels better than helping somebody.
Mhm.
It's a very selfish act,
Mhm.
you know, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you help people and the looks on their faces, and it's hard to ask for help.
Mhm.
It's awful hard in this world to ask for help. I guess we've been taught you don't, and you do take care, and these people have tried to take care of themselves.
Mhm.
And circumstances or health, you know, it's beyond them.
Mhm.
And so I think it's, you know, I think that empty bowls is just a phenomenal thing.
Mhm. And you mentioned Mackey's and Culver's. They've been involved with that
Mm-hmm. Yes.
for almost from the
From
beginning.
the beginning, pretty much.
When the event was done, I know at Majestic Rim
Yes.
and
Yes.
Incidental Bluegrass playing over
Mhm.
there, Mark and Roy and Tom.
Yeah,
And just always has had incredible support from the community, but it's great to see Mackey's and Culver's
Yeah.
still, you know, participating
Yes.
and contributing,
Yeah,
even
they-
though it's not through, you know, having food in the bowl and ice
Yeah.
cream, but through those coupons and, you know,
well,
gift certificates.
COVID kind of stopped that a little bit,
Mhm.
you know, people were leery. So, you know, there could be another event or two at least coming up in the future where maybe it is where you get the chili again
Mhm.
in the music, you know.
Mhm.
You know, we have such great weather here that there's times in the winter we can do outdoor things.
Yeah.
That, you know, and I come from cold country in Michigan and lived 11,000 feet in Colorado, so winter here to me is like, I don't understand why people don't want to do stuff in it.
It is definitely more mild than
Yes.
those places you mentioned.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
But-
But if we have something good for people to come out, I think they will.
Uh-huh.
I do
Yeah.
think they will.
Mhm.
Look at the Christmas parade.
Mhm. Yeah, the Electric Light Parade always has a great attendance,
Mhm.
and most years it is, the weather cooperates.
Yep.
It's not bad, the weather isn't bad. There's some years I remember, I
Yes.
recall, where it's snowing on us, and that adds its own beauty, though.
It does.
It
It
isn't as comfortable, you're cold, but then it's such a beautiful sight when you're getting snow.
And the businesses on Main Street are accommodating, a lot of them have fires, and I know when the first year we were going to do the Christmas parade, that's when we had the Main Street National Preservation Historic Committee.
Mhm.
And the Main Street program was part of it, and when we started it, and I brought it up, you know, there was a lot of flack from different people about nobody's gonna come. So I'll tell you a story about the first Christmas. The tree was put up, it was weighted down by pellet bags because it wasn't in the ground.
Mm.
And it wasn't hardwired. So it was I was under the tree with my husband with a big electric box and cords like probably would not be allowed today. And so when the signal was given, I had to plug those in. And my hope was that okay, please, just let it light for a couple minutes. And so all the parades have been fun, but that first one was, and Anna Mae was still with us, and she was honorary speaker, and it was a great, you know, it was a great time. And the parade every year since then has been great. You know, and the local people buying all the lights and generators and working together, and the groups and the school and the tribe and the town and everybody. It's been great. I just, you know, I think we're very lucky. And so I think Rim Country artists really want to, I know they do, be part of all this and be helpful and get to create their art. And every day I meet somebody new in this town, and I know a lot of people, so it's kind of hard sometimes to meet somebody new. But they've just moved here, or they're visiting, or they're thinking about coming here, and you know, and the more people they talk to that love it here and are happy,
Mhm.
the better off we are. And these are good people. That's what
Mhm.
we need up here, good people.
We get so many great people that move
Oh,
to Payson.
yes,
and,
we do.
It's wonderful.
We do.
So Canapes and Cannabis, Celebration of Art, is happening this Friday, September 30th, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Payson Public Library. And then the following day, on Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., free, open to the public, art show and sale at the Payson Public
Yep.
Library. So tickets.
Empty bowls will be at both.
Empty
Both
bowls
days.
will be at both. Oh, that's
Both
great.
days.
So you have an
Both days.
opportunity to
Yes.
purchase a wonderful handmade bowl by an artist here
Yep.
in Rim Country.
Yep.
And if you want to get tickets, again, you can go to paysonartist.org. And you can purchase them on the website. And then the tickets will be at will call
Yes.
at the library if you purchase them on the website. Or you can give Minette a call at 928-978-1119. And she will get you tickets because.
And I forgot, the National Bank has tickets.
Oh,
So you
okay.
go in and ask for Andy, who
Okay.
runs the joint,
Yeah.
and they have tickets there.
Andy, great guy
Yeah, he
over
is.
there.
He
yeah.
He's been very helpful too.
Yeah,
so.
Andy Strader.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also then Marley and Vines.
Yes.
There's one more left this
Yes.
year, and that's November 12th.
Yep.
And Rim Country artists
Will
will
be
be out
there.
there
Yes, sir.
as well with demonstrations and booths. And so that's another great event.
Yeah.
That will be at the Mademoiselle Hotel and Casino in the parking lot. And wow, I would be remiss not to mention our Tono Apache Tribe 50th anniversary celebration that's going on this weekend as well. So there's an opportunity to go everywhere, do a little bit of everything. Friday they have out there, what is going on Friday? The barbecue, I believe. Barbecue is Friday, let me look. But so many events, I couldn't, and you can check out their website. It is madezellcasino.com because there are so many events. And I'm sorry, Friday is their barbecue competition, testicle festival
Yeah.
going on Friday. And then they have events Saturday and just all week long. So a great time out there, and really appreciate the tribe, as you said,
Oh,
a
very
major
much so.
contributor. of the
Yeah, we're gonna
community.
meet with them and talk about maybe doing some things together, just,
Mhm.
To help
Yeah, they have.
each other, and they'll help us.
No, yes, and they have so many things going on at the tribe,
Mhm.
programs that they're starting or things
Yes.
that they're looking at doing. So that just will benefit the town, will benefit tribal members, but not only tribal members, the entire community.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's wonderful, as you said. So many great organizations working together in town.
Oh,
and
lovely, yeah.
Yes, it is a lovely thing.
Yeah.
So, Minette, thank you so much for coming on this morning
Well,
to
thank you,
share.
Chris.
And you brought in a pair of tickets
Yep.
that we will be giving away. I think we need to probably do that on our Facebook page today. I'll put that up, a little contest. And again, these tickets are $50 each, so $100
Yeah.
value here. And that's for this Friday night,
Yes.
Canapes and Cannabis. And that's at the Payson Public Library, 5 to 9 p.m. So be watching for our contest. And thank you
Yeah.
again.
Thank you,
Oh, you're
Chris.
so
Appreciate
welcome.
it very
So-
much.
Very welcome. Time to get back to music now with some Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Rolling Stones, Van Halen, and more. But first, let's get a quick update from the National Weather Service.
The KRIM weather forecast for Payson
Yeah,
and surrounding
weather.
areas.
Oh.
For our event and homecoming, the weather should be perfect.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you guys for watching.